Did we all just witness a new member joining the Vision on Monday Night Raw? Hello, my friends. Welcome to the Wicked Bitter channel. My name is Travis. Thank you for checking out this video. Thank you for giving this channel a chance. If you love WWE content and you want to see more of it every single week, subscribe to this channel because I got you. I'm posting WWE content every single week, and we have the best community of WWE fans here, so you're going to want to hang out with us. Monday Night Raw had a few things that happened that we want to go over because it's after Saturday night's main event. We have a new World Heavyweight Champion at CM Punk, and he came out and he cut a promo, but things got a little hairy. Logan Paul showed up, the Vision showed up, so things got a little bad for CM Punk. So what ended up happening was backstage later on, CM Punk runs into Jey Uso, and Jey Uso tells CM Punk that, hey, I kind of want to help you out, man. And I found that very strange. Why would Jey Uso want to help CM Punk out? Number one, CM Punk just beat Jey for that World Heavyweight Championship, and Jey Uso has been so focused on becoming champion for the past couple of months that it kind of find it a little odd that he wants to do something as far as helping somebody, because Jey Uso's attitude of late has been, forget everybody else and just help myself. Don't help anyone else. He wouldn't even help his own brother in a battle royal. Why would he help CM Punk? So I found that very odd. So something's up with that. Why would Jey Uso want to help CM Punk all of a sudden out of nowhere? Something's going on. I don't know if it's Jey Uso turning heel. I still can't commit to saying that Jey Uso is going to turn heel. I just don't feel like he's going to. Although he has been getting a bunch more boos lately from the crowd. Not everybody in the crowd is yeeting like they used to. It's way less people than it used to be. So I don't know. Maybe WWE does it and pulls a shocking move and has Jey turn heel, but as of right now, I'm still going to say he doesn't. I just find it very odd that he wants to now help CM Punk when he hasn't been wanting to help anybody lately. Thought it was pretty interesting. Again, we have another backstage Judgment Day segment where they all seem like they're all on the same page. It's JD McDonough, Finn Balor, Roxanne Perez, and Raquel Rodriguez. They're all, excited, happy with one another. Finn and JD gets a tag team title match. Raquel gets a women's world championship match next week. So they're all in good spirits until Dominic walks in, and Dominic Mysterio kind of throws the vibe out of everybody back there. And Finn Balor not happy with Dom, again, getting in his face, telling him like he's at fault for the reason why they lost their tag team championships in the first place, and that Dom didn't invite them out there to do the celebration for Dom. So I don't know. Judgment Day, they are not aligned with Dominic Mysterio right now. Things are getting worse between them. JD and Finn leave, and then Dominic is left sitting on the couch upset. And then again, Roxanne Perez tries to comfort him. She's there to give him some sort of shoulder to lean on. She tries to give him a little bit of a pep talk. You're a double champion. You're the best luchador. She's talking him up. She's buttering him up. And in the background, all you can see is Liv Morgan's photo and her bat. And there's just more hints. There's just more hints that Liv Morgan is on her way back sooner than later, and I think it's going to happen very soon. A lot of people talk about it being next year, and I've been saying I feel like it's going to be before that. I feel like it's going to happen right around Survivor Series, if not a little bit before it. Something's going down, and I feel like Liv Morgan is on her way back, and it's going to be Liv and Dom, and I think that's going to be amazing. Speaking of Dominic Mysterio, though, he was out there cutting a promo to the crowd live in front of him, which I thought was great because usually he's been doing a lot of backstage stuff. They don't really let him go out there anymore by himself and cut a promo. And so he did. He was out there alone, cutting a promo alone. The crowd loving every second of it. They're chanting for Dom. Dom then tries to still cut a heel promo, and the crowd still are cheering for him. I thought that was amazing. But Dom ends up referring to himself as the greatest intercontinental champion of all time, and immediately my mind went to Chris Jericho. And I'm like, what if Jericho shows up here? Or what if Jericho shows up and has a feud with Dominic Mysterio? Which, if Jericho comes back to WWE, Dominic Mysterio has to be one of the first guys he works with, because all the history there between Jericho and Eddie Guerrero and Jericho and Rey Mysterio, it just fits and it works perfectly. But he said something about being the best or intercontinental champion ever, and then he mentioned being the best luchador ever, and that's when we get the return of Rey Mysterio. He shows up, crowd goes crazy, he gets in the ring, he confronts Dom, and they had, to me, in my opinion, the best segment of the entire night. I loved this between Dominic Mysterio and Rey Mysterio. Like, these guys have faced each other before, but I didn't really have a reason to care as much as I do now. I actually am invested in this matchup big time. I want to see Rey versus Dom at Survivor Series. It's in San Diego, where they're both from. It's so perfect. And you know what? Let's put both the titles on the line. Let Rey go after Dominic for both the championships. I think that would be such a cool match, a cool moment in a big spot, a big outdoor stadium at Survivor Series. Rey versus Dom. They had a good promo. And Rey mentioned, you can't put yourself over Eddie Guerrero as the best of all time, best luchador of all time. And I thought Dom delivered it so perfectly where he said, don't talk about my father that way. It was perfect. Everything about this segment hit for me. I loved all of it. And by the end of it, people were booing Dom like they should, like I think WWE wants. It's like WWE could not have Dominic be cheered, so they're like, let's get Rey out there because no one's going to boo Rey Mysterio. And so everybody quickly turned on Dom, and they booed him by the end of that segment. They booed Dom, they were cheering Rey, and I think this is going to be a match made in heaven. We have Nikki Bella saying sorry to Stephanie Vaquer backstage because Nikki Bella lost their tag team match. She again gets pinned by Roxanne Perez. That's 2 weeks in a row now where Roxanne gets a pin on Nikki Bella. That's doing wonders for Roxanne Perez. That's huge if you're Roxanne. And Nikki's apologizing to Stephanie because, hey, I lost and now you have to defend your title against Raquel. I don't know why it's Raquel and not Roxanne when Roxanne's been the one getting the W's lately, but whatever. WWE logic, I guess. She apologized for it. Hey, it's kind of my fault. It shouldn't be like this. I wanted to come back, and I thought I could hang with all the new upcoming talent, and I guess I can't. So Nikki's doubting herself, and she's also apologizing to Stephanie Vaquer. But Stephanie is trying to reassure Nikki Bella and tell her, hey, don't apologize for anything. Everything's fine. We're cool. Don't worry about it. It's all good. You have nothing to be sorry for, and you can hang with everybody. You've paved the way. So she's definitely giving her all the props, but there's just something about this that doesn't sit right with me. I feel like Nikki Bella's tone and kind of just like she's kind of up to something. You know what I mean? With the way she kind of talks to Stephanie Vaquer. I'm not talking about just this past Monday Night Raw. I'm talking about she's been hanging out with Stephanie. I feel like anything she says to her is almost in like a condescending type of way where Nikki has a different meaning behind it and that she's actually not being genuine when she talks to Stephanie Vaquer. And I just see Nikki Bella turning heel on Stephanie and then that being a feud, which I'm actually here for. I'm actually okay with that. I don't think that'd be a bad feud at all. But I do think it's coming, and it could be as soon as next week during Stephanie Vaquer's match against Raquel Rodriguez. And then, of course, the big moment of the night, CM Punk and Jey Uso did end up tagging up against Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker in a tag match for the main event. In the main event, I should say. The match ends in a double DQ. Both teams are outside of the ring. They both got counted out. Not too happy with the way it ended. Not a lot of people were. I was doing a live stream I was watching, and everybody in the chat was not too happy about it. We didn't like it. We didn't care for the way it ended. I don't think that should have been the main event if it was going to end that way, but then we understand why it was the main event, because the assault happens after the match was thrown out the window. The Vision gets the upper hand on Punk and Jay, and then Punk gets in the ring, tries to fight off the Vision with a chair in hand, and out comes Logan Paul. He stands side by side with CM Punk with brass knuckles in his hand. They look at each other, they nod, they're on the same page here against the Vision, but no, they're not. Logan Paul delivers a right with those brass knuckles to the face of CM Punk, and then looks right at the Vision. And you could see Paul Heyman trying to hold Breaker and Bronson Reed back, saying, hey, if he comes at me, if he strikes me, kill him, get him. And so what ends up happening is Logan Paul hands over his brass knuckles to Paul Heyman, which is insane. I did not see that coming. And now a lot of people are wondering, is Logan Paul not only joining the Vision, but is he going to be the leader of the Vision? My opinion, I don't think he is. I just think maybe he's working together with the Vision for now. Maybe they made a deal. Maybe he and Paul Heyman, it looks like they were in on it together, but not Breaker and Bronson Reed. So maybe Paul Heyman and Logan Paul made a deal to work together here. War Games is just around the corner, so maybe Logan will join the Vision. If Logan Paul is in the Vision, which I don't totally hate, but if he is, I just don't want him to be the leader. That's got to be Braun Breaker. Logan Paul isn't even here every single week to be a leader of any kind of faction, unless he's going to start being here every single week. Then my opinion on that might change a little bit. I don't think he will be, But who knows? WWE is trying to do all these different things now because of attendance issues and online backlash. So maybe there's something going on here. Maybe Logan Paul will be the leader of the Vision. I don't think he will be. I think he's just working with him. But if he is joining the Vision, I'm not against that. I'm not mad at it. I just still prefer maybe not him being the leader of the Vision. I kind of want that to be Braun Breaker. We got to figure out War Games. That's going to be crazy. The women's War Games kind of looks like it's figuring itself out. Looks like Charlotte, Bliss, the Kabuki Warriors will be in there. Lyra, Bailey. They look like they're all kind of in the mix for that. You could probably throw in Nikki and Vaquer. You could probably throw in Roxanne and Raquel somewhere in there. Maybe some kind of combination of all that. And then for the men, I think it's all over the place. The Vision and Logan Paul, I think, is a lock. Maybe Brock Lesnar. Maybe Jimmy on their side, I don't know. And then on the men's side, maybe Punk, Jay, LA Knight. And then I don't know. It's AJ and Dragon Lee, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. It's kind of up in the air right now. We're a couple of weeks away from maybe 3 weeks away from Survivor Series, so there still is some time. I just don't know what it's going to shape out to be. I feel like these guys all in the main event scene are going to be the ones that are in it. I just don't know what kind of variation and what the teams will be exactly. But I do have pretty good confidence that the Vision and Logan Paul are definitely going to be in it. All right, my friends, I appreciate you checking out this video. Please do me a humongous favor. Please like this video. Subscribe if you haven't yet. We are looking to get more and more WWE fans onto this channel and grow this community. It's already a great community. We want it to get even better with you, with us. So subscribe if you haven't yet and you want WWE content every single week. I got you. Please like this video if you can. Please, it only takes a couple of seconds and it does me a huge favor. I want to get this video out to people who don't know about this channel, don't know about this video, and by liking it, it really does help. So I appreciate that. I hope you all have a good rest of your week. I will see you on the next video, and until we meet again, my friends, as always, stay bitter.